Hi everyone. I'm going to do two poems. This first one, I've been writing and thinking a bit about masculinity lately, and I think that was something that was very inspiring about Benjamin Zephaniah. I think he was so compassionate. And the first poem explores, I used to work on the motorways. I was one of the people in high vis with the chainsaw or strimmer or spraying glyphosate in a big Breaking Bad style hazmat suit, as I am in this poem. And I just had a bit of a moment because I was looking through Benjamin Zephaniah's latest book about leaving the trees alone, and you can see the men with the chainsaws, and that's kind of the people in this poem, or me. Anyway, so it explores how it was the most stereotypically masculine role I've ever done, but it was also the most disempowering because we were administering ecocide. And it takes some stuff from Seamus Heaney. It's called Castration of a Naturalist. All the searing livelong day we've trudged this Surrey hillside, up the rows of dead hedging and down the rows of dead hedging, the chestnut saplings felled and woven, bleached as sunbones. Shouldering our knapsacks, dripping sweat in paper hazmats, our rubber wellies rub. The elbow-length rubber glove squeaks off my sweat-pruned knuckles. I tilt a shot out in the briar, like shaking my own hand, kneeling before the biocide canister. It is as quiet as a private Chernobyl, the birds gone or mute, the purple bells of foxgloves ringing. I try not to spray the bees. You gotta look after the no-see-ums, our pesticide instructor had told us. Then we firebomb the phoenix rhododendrons and lunch on the lawn beneath stone lions. We wash our hands in garden taps, one on my falafel wrap, the other Googling Hodgkin's lymphoma, some sad sack from Oklahoma, Missouri, wherever, then check the clock and back to it. But something snags when I pull the spray trigger, the seed of a split in my paper armor. Then it's windows down, Springsteen loud. The motorway is now called the Blacktop. Trash in the footwells up to our ankles. Scoff another donut, we're getting out of Dodge. The vaults and the vaults of the open road back to the yard. I never thought I was man enough to drive a truck this big, but look, Dad, sharks in the slow lane. So this is how the hangman sleeps, in dreams of perfect knots. Thanks. And the other one I'm going to do is in the Borderless anthology. It's called Dear Benjamin. I wrote it when he passed, and I was lucky enough to have 2 lessons with him, but we would have just done performance poetry this term. So, it's just about that, really. It's called Dear Benjamin. In a maroon suit jacket and lock cap, a Grenfell heart on your lapel, a scrap of paper for a PowerPoint show, and a hell of a haul of stories in tow, you strolled into class. An icon, a rock star, the ego of a monk. You taught us about playing with Bob Marley's band. You said how a poem is a song. And by the way, they're not read, they're done. Then we did our poems at the front of the class, like showing a lion your raw in a jar. Mine was so weak it could barely stand, let alone fight, let alone dance, this pseudo-academic abstraction that kind of rhymed. Yet still you managed to say something wise. When I heard the news, I cried for days. But it's okay, because you said crying is strong. And if we can't do your lessons, we'll do your poems. We'll do some poems of our own. We'll sing your song. Thanks.